All right, so I'm going to give you 3 tips to become a masterful salesperson and bring abundance into your life, right? So before I tell you the 3 tips, the first thing that you got to know, or I want you to consider, is that everything is sales, right? Everything, one way or another, has something to do with selling somebody something. If you like a movie and you share it to your friends, then you're selling that movie to your friends. If you like a restaurant and you tell your friends about it, then you're selling that restaurant to your friends. And if you're telling me that everything is not sales, and then you really start giving me a really good argument for it, and then I agree with you, then you sold me the idea that not everything is sales. You see, everything is kind of related to that. Now, let me give you 3 tips to become a masterful salesperson and become someone who attracts abundance into your life, right? First thing, you got to care about people. And you got to do some self-reflection about this, because a lot of times when you get intentional about selling a product or selling a service, if you don't watch very, very, very rigorously that it's about the other person, that you gotta know that you're not just trying to drive a quota, or you're not just trying to push a sale, but you gotta really care whether that product or service is really good for a person, right? Because that leads you to the second step. Once you care, you're gonna start doing a very important aspect about sales, which is you're gonna start asking questions. And that is very important, because you start discovering whether the product or the service that you offer really fits for them. And one way to really develop a long-term lasting relationship with people is when you tell someone, I'm not sure if my product or service is good for you, but I know someone that can help you with that, right? Because you don't want to become a seasonal salesperson, and you don't want your business to become seasonal, right? Or your reputation to become seasonal. You want to have a long-lasting relationship with people. And that means that you got to do right with people, right? You have a long-term vision of your career, so you got to do what's right. Remember, people do business with people before they do business with a company, or before they even do business with a product, right? So that's very important, that you have that kind of that authenticity with people, and it comes from asking questions. And the third one, and I'm sure you may be thinking that there are more very important, but the third one I want to talk to you about is that you got to know your product. You got to spend some time understanding your product or your service, right? It's very important. Although a lot of the learning happens in the field when you're talking to people, then you start discovering things that you don't know that you need to know. It's very important that you do the work, because you gotta be okay showing people that you care about your product and that you care about them, and they feel confident. They really feel confident that you did the work so that you serve them well, right? So it's about doing all of those things together. And then at some point it becomes about educating people. You're no longer selling, you're educating. And the best form of sales is education, because it becomes kind of a consulting kind of relationship. Hope this was useful. I hope you sell a ton today, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.